Hello everyone. Today I am going to start the chapter periodic properties from inorganic chemistry. So, the objective of writing the subject matter of this unit is to provide the readers an adequate knowledge of the properties of atom of the elements which are called atomic or periodic properties. A sincere attempt has been made to provide the information regarding the size of the atoms, ions, and their determination, effect of energy supplied to an atom of the element, the behavior of the atom toward the electron trying to enter the region of their influence, as well as those lying between the atoms as bonding pairs, variation of atomic properties of elements along the periods and down in groups, and some other interesting fact related to these properties. Introduction. According to modern periodic law, the atomic properties of the element, viz. Atomic and ionic radii, atomic value, ionization potential, electron affinity or affinity energy, and electronegativity and properties associated with them, oxidizing and reducing properties, metallic and non-metallic properties are the periodic function of their atomic number. Hence, the term periodic means the recurrence of similar properties of elements after certain regular intervals, also called the periodicity. These properties have been found to depend on the electronic configuration of the elements. It means the cause of periodicity in properties of element appear to lie in the recurrence of similar valence shell configuration of their atoms at certain regular intervals. Though these properties apply up to some extent to all the elements of the periodic table, yet special emphasis will be laid down on the main group element while taking the example of application of properties. So now periodic properties. What is atomic and ionic radii? These terms correspond to the size of the atom and ions, which are represented by the magnitude of their radii. Atomic radii in general are used for the distance between the nucleus and the electron cloud of the outermost shell of the atoms. Since it is impossible to isolate an individual atom or ion, and at the same time the electron cloud, according to wave mechanical concept, is said to come closer to the nucleus at one moment and go away from it at the other moment, that is, it does not remain at constant distance from the nucleus. Hence, it is rather impossible to measure this distance by any means. These quantities are, however, generally derived indirectly from the measured distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms in a gaseous molecule, generally known as internuclear distance or bond distance, or between the nuclei of two neighboring ions in crystalline solid called interionic distance. The experimental techniques like infrared or microwave spectroscopy, X-ray diffraction, electron diffraction, etc. are used to determine the internuclear distance in covalent molecules and interionic distance in ionic substances. This determination becomes essential to correlate certain physical properties of element with them, because density, melting point, boiling point, etc. are related to the size of atoms. Now, classification of atomic radii. For the purpose of feasibility, the atomic radii of the element have been explained in three operational categories as follows. First is covalent radii, second is metallic or crystal radii, third is van der Waals radii. So firstly we will read covalent radii. Covalent molecule may be formed by two similar or two dissimilar atoms. Hence, covalent radii of an atom is conveniently defined as half of the distance between the nuclei of two atoms of the same element bonded together in a molecule by a single covalent bond. Thus, for the atom A in A2 type molecule in which two A atoms are linked by a single bond, covalent radii denoted by Ra is given as dAA is equal to Ra plus Ra is equal to 2Ra, या फिर Ra is equal to dA minus A divided by 2, where dAA is the internuclear distance between two atoms in A2 molecule. Ra in equation 3.2 is known as single bond covalent radius of atom A and is used for a gaseous diatomic molecule. For example, internuclear distance in H2 molecule is 0.74 angstrom. The covalent radius of H atom RHDHH by 2 is equal to 74 by 2 picometer or is equal to 0.37 angstrom. Similarly, the internuclear distance atom may be calculated as RCl is equal to DCl minus KCl divided by 2 is equal to 1.98 divided by 2 picometer is equal to 0.99 angstrom. For atoms bonded together to form an extensive three-dimensional network, atomic radius is simply half of the distance between the nucleus of two neighboring atoms, that is R covalent is equal to internuclear distance divided by 2. These are the pictures which show how we define a covalent radius. In heteronuclear molecule, for example A B type molecule, the single bond covalent radius can be calculated as given below. When the atom A and B bonded together by purely covalent bond and the electronegativities of these two atoms are almost same, the internuclear distance is equal to the sum of radii of A and B. That is dA minus B is equal to RA plus RB. The internuclear distance DAB can be measured by experimental method, and if RA or RB is known, the other unknown term can be calculated by using the equation 3.3. The value of RA or RB may be obtained from RA is equal to dA minus A by 2 or RB is equal to dB minus B by 2. If the electronegativities of two combining atoms are not the same, then the experimental value of dA minus B has been found less than the calculated value obtained as a sum of covalent radii Ra and Rb of the heteroatomic molecule. For example, in CH3 molecule, Dn minus C experimentally is equal to 1.47 angstrom and DnC calculations के according Rn plus Rc is equal to 0.75 plus 0.77 is equal to 1.52 angstrom. In HF molecule, DH minus F experimentally is equal to 0.92 angstrom, whereas calculated is equal to 0.37 plus 0.72, that is equal to 1.09 angstrom. The shortening of DAB bond length may be calculated due to the following factor. First one, the higher ionic character of the bond A and B atoms with larger difference in electronegativities of the heteroatoms. In such a case, more electronegative atom attract the shared pair of electron towards itself, thereby developing slight negative charge on that atom due to accumulation of electrons closer to it and positive charge of equal magnitude on the other atom. This development of opposite charge bring the atoms closer to each other. That is why the experimental value of DAB is less than the calculated value. Some corrections measures have been suggested in such cases. In order to compensate this, the following correction has been suggested. DAB is equal to RA plus RB minus 0.09. Still, if the discrepancy remains, another correction measure may be applied. dA minus B is equal to RA plus RB minus 0.07. Second method, the other factor in some cases may be multiplicity of bonds and effective nuclear charge, which cause reduction in the length of covalent bond and as a consequence in covalent radii. For example, it has been found that single bond covalent radius, double bond covalent radius, triple bond covalent radius. This is because the formation of multiple bond bring the combining atom closer to each other and the bond length is reduced. Table 3.1, covalent radii for hydrogen and some S block elements except noble gases is given. ग्रुप नंबर 1 एलिमेंट हाइड्रोजन एटम के लिए जो एस ब्लॉक के होते हैं वो 0.37 ऐसे ही शो ऑन दी हुई है. Among the S and P block elements, only the non-metallic elements and metalloids have been taken to tabulate the covalent radii because the formation of covalent bond in general is the exclusive property of the non-metal and metalloids. Noble gases have also been excluded from the table because these, except a few, do not participate in covalent bond formation. Factor affecting the magnitude of covalent radii. There are many factors which influence the magnetic of covalent radii. Some of them are, first one is effective nuclear charge. As the value of Z effective increases, the force of attraction between the nucleus and outermost shell electron also increases, thereby decreasing the covalent radii of the element, that is R covalent, is inversely proportional to Z effective. Next is principal quantum number n. This gives the number of shell present in the atom of the element. As the value of principal quantum number increases, the outermost electron gets farther away from the nucleus, and covalent radii also increases provided other factor remains the same. That is, R covalent is directly proportional to n. Third one is multiplicity of bond. With the increase in the number of bond between the atoms, these come closer to each other, thereby decreasing the covalent radii. That is, R covalent is inversely proportional to multiplicity of bond. Second type is metallic or crystal radii. These terms are taken synonyms to covalent radii of metal atoms. Those metals generally do not form covalent compound except hydrides and organometallic compounds. Further, metals are assumed to be closely packed sphere in the crystal in which their outer boundaries touch one another. Thus, metallic or crystal radius may be theoretically defined as half of the distance between the nuclei of any two adjacent metal atom in a close packed metallic crystal. For example, the internuclear distance between any two adjacent sodium atom in a crystal of sodium metal is 3.80 angstrom. Hence, crystal or metallic radius of sodium metal is 3.80 divided by 2, that is 1.90 angstrom. This is the picture shown for a metallic radius. In practice, in the metallic phase, atomic volumes of metal atoms can be determined from their atomic masses and respective densities. Thus, atomic volume is equal to mass upon density. From this data, metallic radii can be obtained. It has been found that the covalent radii of metal atoms determined in metal hydrides and organometallic compounds and metallic radii determined from atomic volume in metallic phase have almost similar values, though not exactly equal. Hence, the term metallic covalent radii can be used. The metallic radii have slightly higher value than metallic covalent radii because individual bond in metals is weaker and longer than the covalent bond. This is the table shown for metallic radii of main group metals. Third one is van der Waals radii. In solid state, the non-metallic elements usually exist as aggregations of molecules. Although the bonding within a non-metal molecule is more or less covalent in character, yet the binding force between the molecule is van der Waals forces. Thus, each molecule assumes equilibrium position within the crystalline solid. It is to be noted that these forces are absent if the substance are in the gaseous state. Van der Waals radius can be defined as half of the distance between the nuclei of two non-bonded but adjacent atoms belonging to two neighboring molecules. These radii have higher values by 90 to 100% in lighter elements and 70 to 80% in heavier elements than covalent radii because of non-bonded type of binding force between the molecules. The value of van der Waals radii are obtained from X-ray studies of various non-metallic elements in solid state. On comparing the covalent radii and van der Waals radii of the non-metallic elements, it is noted that the van der Waals radii have higher values. Next one is periodic trends of atomic radii. First one is variation in a period. The atomic radii and hence the atomic size in general decreases on moving from left to right in a period. This is because the atomic number in a period increases by 1 unit at each step, but the electron in all the elements in a period enter the same outer or valence shell. Hence, there operated an increased force of attraction between these outer electrons and the nuclear charge. As a result, the atomic radius or atomic size decreases regularly except the noble gases. For example, we can take the element of second period and hydrogen. The term covalent radii does not apply to the noble gases. Van der Waals radii are applicable to all non-metallic elements, including noble gases, but the value for noble gases are exceptionally high due to larger repulsion among the monoatomic species with a large number of electrons. 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. In this table, the covalent radii and van der Waals radii are compared for different atoms. Next one is variation in a group. On going down a group, the size of element increases continuously both in metals and non-metals. as it evident from the table of covalent radii. Metallic radii and van der Waals radii except the metal of third transition series, whose atomic sizes are almost similar to those of second transition series metals. At the same time, lanthanoid series and actinoid series of metals have decreasing trend in their metallic radii. The regular increasing trend in atomic size among the main group element is due to the introduction of new shell at each step in a group, which produces large effect than that produced by the increase in effective nuclear charge. Now, ionic radii. Though it is very difficult to define ionic radius, yet an approximate definition can be given as the effective distance between the nucleus of an atom and the point up to which the nucleus exerted attractive influence on the electron cloud of the ion. Because it is rather impossible to determine the outer boundary of an ion, therefore, if the ion in an ionic crystal are taken as spheres whose outer boundaries are touching one another, the inter-ionic distance may be supposed to be the sum of radii of two ions. X-ray analysis of ionic crystal is used for measuring the equilibrium distance between the nuclei of two adjacent ions called inter-ionic distance in taking the ions as spheres. This distance is taken as the sum of the ionic radii of two ions. For example, Dc positive minus A negative is equal to Rc positive plus Ra negative. This equation can be used to find out the ionic radius of a cation or an anion. The interionic distance Dc positive A negative can be measured by experimental method, and if the radius of any one ion is calculated by some other method, the radius of another ion can be obtained by using the above equation. For example, the internuclear distance between sodium and chloride ions in NaCl crystal is 2.76 angstrom and radius of sodium ion is 0.95 angstrom. From these values we can calculate the radius of chloride ion as follows, that is d Na plus Cl negative is equal to Rna positive plus Rcl negative. Putting the values of DNA positive, Cl negative and Rna positive, we get 2.75 angstrom is equal to 0.95 angstrom plus Rcl negative. From here, the value of Rcl negative is 1.81 angstrom. Next, periodic trends of ionic radii. Periodic variation of ionic radii can be easily visualized in main group elements, though it is in general applied for transition elements. A. Variation in a period. Since atomic size decreases along a period from left to right, the cationic or anionic size also decreases in the same direction. For transition elements, this trend is observed if they are in the same oxidation state. Variation in a group. As we move down a group of main group elements, the cationic or anionic size increases regularly provided the elements are in the same oxidation state. Similar trend in general is observed for transition elements, though the change in cationic size is very small or negligible between second and third transition series elements. Reverse trend has been observed in case of lanthanoids and actinoids where ionic size decreases in the series. Some important facts regarding ionic radii are given below. First one is ionic radii of isoelectronic species. The isoelectronic species are the cations, anions and atoms of different elements having same number of electrons and same electronic configuration. For example, a common isoelectronic series with 10 electrons, that is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p6 configuration is given here with their radii. Atomic number 6 उसकी रेडियस होगी 2.60, एटॉमिक नंबर 7 1.71, एटॉमिक नंबर 8 1.42 and so on. It is evident from this table that as the atomic number of the parent atom from which the ion has been derived increases, the atomic radius decreases. This is because with the increase in the nuclear charge, the attraction force between the nucleus and the outer electron also increases. Thereby, the electron come closer to the nucleus and consequently the size of atom decreases. Secondly, a cation is smaller in size than its parent atom because a cation is formed by the removal of electron from the neutral atom. Hence, the number of electrons become less than the number of protons. As a result, the electrons are strongly pulled by the nucleus, thereby causing a contraction in the size of the cation. Therefore, the cation is smaller in size than its parent atom. Third is, an anion is larger in size than its parent atom. This is because an anion is formed by the addition of extra electron in a neutral atom. Thus, the number of electrons become greater than that of protons, and electrons are loosely held by the nucleus. As a result, the anionic size becomes larger than the size of the parent atom. Fourth is, for the cations or the anions of the same element in different oxidation state, the cationic size decreases but the anionic size increases with the increasing oxidation state. That is, for anions, Ra is smaller than Ra2, smaller than Ra3, smaller than Ra4, and so on. And for cations, Rc positive is greater than Rc2 positive, greater than Rc3 positive, and so on. Factor affecting ionic radii. The main factor that affect ionic radii are as follows. First is crystal coordination number, CCN. With the increase in CCN, the inter-ionic distance also increases, thereby increasing the ionic radii. For example, the radius of Cl negative ion in CsCl crystal is slightly higher than its radius in NaCl crystal. This is because with the higher CCN, the number of ions surrounding a particular ion is greater, causing less attraction between the positively charged ions than that with lower CCN, that is, Rc ion is directly proportional to CCN. Second is radius ratio. Radius ratio also affects the magnitude of ionic radius. If the RR is larger due to large cation and small anion, the anion-anion repulsion is less and the inter-ionic distance becomes shorter than the sum of the ionic radii. But if RR is smaller due to small cation and large anion, the anion-anion repulsion is more and inter-ionic distance is greater than the sum of the ionic radii. Third one is covalent character of ionic bond. Ionic radii decreases as the covalent character in ionic bond increases, that is, R ion is inversely proportional to 1 upon covalent character. Next is ionization energy. The term is related with the removal of electrons from the neutral atom and converting it into a positive ion, that is cation. If the energy is supplied to an atom, its electron may be promoted to a higher energy level, and if this energy is sufficient enough, the electron may completely be removed from it, giving a cation. Thus, the minimum amount of energy required to remove a loosely bound electron from an isolated gaseous atom of an element in its ground state is called its ionization energy. In the definition, gaseous atoms are specified because an atom in gas phase is influenced by its neighbors and there is no intermolecular force to take into account while measuring ionization energy. This can be shown as follows. C in gas plus ionization enthalpy 1 to give C positive in gaseous state plus electron. In this process, if one electron is removed, it is termed as the first ionization energy. For many electron atom, if more electrons are removed from an atom, the ejection of electron occurs one by one in step, depending on the amount of energy absorbed या फिर supplied. Thus, corresponding to the removal of second electron, the energy is known as second ionization energy. And if third electron is removed, then the corresponding energy which has to be supplied is called third ionization energy, and so on. Alternatively, there are also known as successive ionization energies. The sequence of ionization energy in their increasing order may be given as ionization energy 1 is smaller than ionization enthalpy 2 is smaller than ionization energy 3, and so on. This is because when an electron is removed from a neutral atom to give a cation, the number of the remaining electron of the cation become less than the nuclear charge and greater attractive force operates between these electrons and nucleus, causing contraction in the size of cation. Therefore, more energy is required to remove another electron from the cation. Due to similar reason, still higher amount of energy is required to remove yet another electron, that is ionization enthalpy 2 is smaller than ionization enthalpy 3, and so on. An alternative explanation for the observation may be given, since the magnitude of ionization energy is a measure of tightness with which an electron is held in the atom. Hence, higher the ionization energy, more tightly the electron is held in the atom and more difficult it is to remove it. The ionization energy is expressed in the unit of kilojoules per mole or kilocalories per mole. Next is factor affecting the magnitude of ionization energy. First is atomic size. As the principal quantum number or atomic size for the outer electrons increases, the atomic size also increases and the ionization energy of the element decreases and vice versa. That is, ionization energy is inversely proportional to atomic size. Second is nuclear charge. As the nuclear charge increases, other factor remaining the same, more and more attractive force operates between the nucleus and outer electron. Thus, more energy is required for the removal of electron, and as a consequence, the ionization energy goes on increasing. This is observed along the periods. In general, ionization energy is directly proportional to nuclear charge. Third is penetrating power of valence electrons. In a given shell, the penetrating power of the electron decreases in the order SPDF. Therefore, Ns electrons are more firmly held by the nucleus than Np electrons, followed by D and F electrons due to their scattered orientation. Accordingly, the ionization energy decreases as follows: Ns less than Np less than Nd less than Nf. That is, ionization energy is directly proportional to penetrating power. Fourth is shielding effect of linear electrons, of inner electrons. In polyelectron atom, the valence electrons are attracted by the nucleus and at the same time repelled by the inner shell electrons. As a result, the outermost electron experiences less attraction from the nucleus because inner electron act as a screen or shield between outer electrons and nucleus. This effect produced by inner electron is called the shielding effect. Within a given shell, this effect decreases in the order S less than P less than D less than F. Thus, an increase in the number of inner or intervening electrons causes more shielding effect, thereby decreasing the attractive force between the nucleus and outer electrons. Consequently, the ionization energy also decreases. That is, ionization energy is inversely proportional to shielding effect. Fifth is stable electronic configuration. According to Hund's rule, half-filled or completely filled orbitals are more stable than the partially filled orbitals. Hence, more energy is required to remove the electron from such orbitals. This means that the ionization energy of an atom having filled or completely filled orbital in its ground state is relatively higher than expected normally from its position in the periodic table. For example, the ionization energy for Be2s2 and N2s2 2p3 in the second period, and Mg and P, the higher homologous of beryllium and nitrogen in the third period, are slightly higher than the expected. That is, ionization energy is directly proportional to stable configuration. Now we will study about periodic trends. First is variation along a period. On going from left to right in a period, there is in general an increase in the ionization energy value of the elements due to the effect of reduction in the atomic radii and increase in the nuclear charge by 1 unit at each step, but the outer shell remaining the same. Thus, the electron in these elements are being successively filled to the same shell. Such electrons shield each other poorly from the increasing nuclear charge. As a result, Z effective increases, which cause an increase in ionization energy. Next is variation in a group. On going from top to bottom in a group of elements, the nuclear charge increases regularly. This must cause an increase in the ionization energy values of the element. At the same time, the atomic size also increases due to introduction of a new shell at very next element in the group. This causes a decrease in ionization energy value of the elements. The effect of increased size is more than due to increased nuclear charge. The net result is the continuous fall in the values of ionization energy down the group. Alternatively, This trend may also be explained by the fact given here. As we move down a group, the number of inner shell electrons called intervening electrons increases. As a result, there is more shielding effect caused by the inner electrons on the outer electrons. This decreases the ionization energy value of the elements in a group. There are some exceptions also. The first ionization energy of beryllium 31, an element of fourth period, is slightly higher than that of aluminium. Also, the third row of transition elements shows higher value of ionization energy as compared to the second row elements. This is due to the decrease in size of these elements as a result of insertion of lanthanides in sixth period. Next, application of ionization energy. First, prediction of electropositive character. The electropositive character of the elements is related to the ease with which the electrons could be removed from the atom of the elements. More electropositive is the elements, more easily the electrons can be removed as we move down a group. The ionization energy of the element decreases regularly, and hence the electropositive character also increases accordingly. Across a period, the ionization energy of the elements in general increases, means the electropositive character decreases from left to right. Alkali metal placed at the extreme left portion of the periodic table are the most electropositive elements with a low value of ionization energy. Second is prediction of metallic and non-metallic character. The element with low ionization energy are more metallic in nature because they can lose electrons easily. Hence, metallic character increases from top to bottom in the group and decreases along the period from left to right. The elements showing the opposite trends in ionization energy and periodic variation of that of metals are called the non-metals. Third is prediction of reducing power of an element. Lower the value of ionization energy of an element, greater is the reducing power. Next is electron affinity, EA. The term is related with the formation of an anion from a neutral atom of an element by the addition of electrons. Thus, this is the tendency of the atom to gain the additional electron. The electron affinity of an element can be defined as the amount of energy released when an electron is added to outer shell of an isolated gaseous atom of the element to produce the gaseous anion. This can be written as shown. A plus E is equal to A negative minus EA1. Evidently, this is an exothermic process. This expression actually shows the first electron affinity. The electron affinity value of beryllium and N are shown 0 because it is difficult to add an extra electron to the outer shell of these elements due to extra stability of the electronic configuration. The electron affinity value of halogens are very high because of the ns2np5 outer shell electron configuration and very strong tendency to accept the incoming electron, thereby getting converted into the negative ion with the noble gas configuration, that is ns2np6. Though the first element of halogen atom group is expected to have the highest value of Ea, but its Ea value is less than that of Cl. This is due to the smaller size and greater electron repulsion in F atom, which opposes the entry of the incoming electron. The Ea values of the noble gases are almost 0 due to no tendency of accepting the additional electron because of stable ns2np6 configuration. Ea values of halogen and noble gases elements are: for fluorine it is 328, for chlorine 349, for bromine 325, for iodine 295, for helium greater than or equal to 0, for neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon it is greater than or equal to 0. Factors affecting the electron affinity. All the factors which affect the ionization energy also affect the electron affinity. The main factor among these are discussed here. First is atomic size. Smaller the atomic size, stronger is the attraction of nucleus for the incoming electron and hence greater is its electron affinity and vice versa. That is, electron affinity is inversely proportional to atomic size. Second is effective nuclear charge. Greater is the effective nuclear charge of the elements, stronger is the attraction between it and the electron to be added to the atom. Thus, with the increase in Z effective, other factor remaining the same, electron affinity of the element also increases. That is, EA is directly proportional to Z effective. Third is stable electronic configuration. The atom of the element with stable electronic configuration do not show any tendency to accommodate the incoming electron. Hence, the EA values for such elements is almost zero. For example, the element of second group with NS2 outer electronic configuration have zero EA values. The element of 15th group with NS2 and P3 outer electronic configuration have 0 or very low EA values. The noble gases with NS2 and P6 stable configuration in the outer shell also have EA values, that is, do not have any affinity for the electrons to be added to them. The electron affinity of an electron can be determined by using Born-Haber cycle. Next is periodic trends of electron affinity. First, variation along the periods. In general, with few exceptions, the electron affinity values of the element go on increases on moving from left to right in a period. That is, from alkali metal to halogens. This is because atomic size decreases and effective nuclear charge increases along a period. Both these factor increases the force of attraction between the nucleus and the incoming electron, which is added easily to the outer shell of the host atom. Exceptions are the element of 2nd, 15th and 18th groups. Next is variation in the groups. The electron affinity values go on increasing when we move from top to bottom down in a group. On decreasing a group, the atomic size and the nuclear charge both increases regularly. The increasing atomic size tends to decrease the EA values, while increasing nuclear charge causes an increase in these values. The net result is that the effect produced by the progressive increase in size more than compensates the effect produced by progressive increase in nuclear charge, and hence EA values decrease regularly down the group. Next is electronegativity. In a homoatomic molecule, the bonding pair of electron lies at the middle of internuclear space. But this is not true for a heteroatomic molecule. As a result, polarity is developed on the heteroatoms of the molecule due to the shifting of the bonding pair of electron toward one particular atom. For example, in H2 or Cl2 molecules, the bonded pair of electrons lies at the middle of two nuclei, that is, equally attracted by both the atoms. But in HF or like molecules, the bonded pair of electrons is attracted with stronger force by F atom in HF, and thus is shifted towards it from its expected middle position. This causes the development of slight negative charge on F and equal positive charge on H atom. Therefore, HF is a polar molecule. This means an atom in a heteroatomic molecule with stronger affinity for bonding electron is able to pull them towards itself and make them away from the atoms with weaker affinity for them. In the above example, F is said to have stronger affinity for bonded atoms as compared to that of hydrogen atom. To explain this tendency in heteroatomic molecules, Linus Pauling in 1932 introduced the concept of electronegativity. According to him, electronegativity is the relative tendency or power of an atom of an element in the heteroatomic molecule to attract the shared pair of electron towards itself. Methods for evaluating electronegativity. Various chemists have defined and proposed the method for evaluating electronegativity. These are known as electronegativity scale. First is Pauling scale. Pauling's definition of electronegativity has been given in the beginning. He used thermodynamic data to calculate the electronegativity of different elements. He considered the formation of AB molecule by the combination of A2 and B2. That is, A2 plus B2 is equal to 2AB, or half A2 plus half B2 is equal to AB. This reaction may also be written as half A minus A plus half B minus B is equal to A minus B, because A2, B2 and AB are covalent molecule. This is an exothermic reaction, means the formation of AB molecule is accompanied by the release of energy that is bond dissociation energy of A minus B covalent bond is always higher than the mean of the bond dissociation energy of AA and BB covalent bonds. Pauling proposed that the difference in the EAB and mean of EAA and EBB is related to the difference in electronegativity of A and B. That is EA minus B minus half EAA plus EBB is equal to 23. Thus, del is equal to 23 or is equal to 0.208. In place of arithmetic mean, he later used the geometry mean of EAA and EBB and expressed the equation del is equal to EA minus B minus EAA into EBB की power half is equal to 30, that is 0.182. Here Xa and Xb are the electronegativities of the atom A and B. The factors 0.208 and 0.182 arise from the conversion of del measured in calories mole into electron volts. Table 3.5 Electronegativity values of S and P block elements as determined by Paulings. From this table, it can be noted that the variation in the values of electronegativity is more pronounced among the non-metals. Second method is Allard and Rocho's scale. Allard and Rochos proposed that the electronegativity of an element can be calculated by using the following equation, that is XAAR is equal to 0.359 into Z effective divided by R square plus 0.744, where XAAR is the electronegativity of the element A on Allard and Rochos scale. Z effective is effective nuclear charge Z minus sigma at the periphery of an element A. R is the radius of the atom of element A in angstrom. Putting the value of Z effective, this equation can be written as 0.359x Z minus sigma divided by R square plus 0.744 is equal to XA. The electronegativity values obtained by this method agree closely to those obtained by Pauling's approach. These values for the element of first three periods are given below, that is in the table 3.6. This is the complete table. According to this scale, the inert elements also possesses electronegativity. As per the definition given by Pauling, this scale seems to be arbitrary, but it has its own importance. Third is Mulliken's scale. It is based on the ionization energy and electron affinity of an atom of an element. According to Mulliken, the average of ionization energy and electron affinity of an atom of an element is a measure of its electronegativity. Thus, the electronegativity is equal to ionization energy plus electron affinity divided by 2. He proposed two relations for obtaining the electronegativity. First is where the energies are measured in electron volts, then electronegativity of A is equal to 0.374 into ionization energy plus electron affinity divided by 2 plus 0.17. And secondly, when the energies are expressed in kilojoule per mole, then electronegativity of element A is equal to ionization energy plus electron affinity divided by 540. Now, factors affecting the magnitude of electronegativity. Various factors which affect the magnitude of the electronegativity of an element qualitatively are as follows. First is atomic size. It has been observed that the smaller atom has greater tendency to attract the shared pair of electron toward itself, and hence greater the electronegativity. Thus, electronegativity is inversely proportional to atomic size. Second is charge on the atom या oxidation state of the element. Higher the amount of positive charge on the atom of an element means higher positive oxidation state, means smaller is the size and more is the electronegativity, that is electronegativity is directly proportional to positive oxidation state or charge. Third is effective nuclear charge. With the increase in the magnitude of Z effective of an element, the electronegativity of that element also increases. This factor may effectively be used to explain the variation of electronegativity in a group or along a period. Thus, electronegativity is directly proportional to Z effective. Fourth is ionization energy and electron affinity. According to Mulliken's scale, electronegativity of an element depends on the ionization energy and electron affinity. Thus, the atom of the element which have higher values of ionization energy and electron affinity also have higher values of electronegativity. That is, electronegativity is directly proportional to ionization energy and electron affinity. Fifth is type of hybridization of the central atom in a molecule. It has been observed that electronegativity of an element having hybrid orbital with greater s character is high because the electronic charge in hybrid orbital of an atom in a molecule which has greater s character remains closer to the nucleus of that atom. For example, the s character in sp3, sp2 and sp hybrid orbitals of CH4, C2H4 and C2H2 is 25%, 33% and 50% respectively. Accordingly, the s character of hybrid orbitals give more electronegativity to C atom. Hence, the electronegativity of carbon atom in this molecule is in the following increasing order: CH4 is less than C2H4 less than C2H2. Now, periodic trends of electronegativity. First is variation in the groups of main group elements. On going down a group of main group elements, the electronegativity values go on decreasing due to increasing atomic size and decreasing Z effective of the elements. At the same time, the electropositive character of the element also increases, causing a reduction in electronegativity value of the element as well as their ionization energies and electron affinities. Variation along a period. On moving from left to right across a period of main group elements, that is, from alkali metal to halogens, electronegativity value increases with increasing atomic number. This happens because Z effective increases, electropositive character decreases, atomic size of the element also decreases, thereby increasing electronegativity. Ionization energy and electron affinity in general also increases along a period. Next is application of electronegativity. First is to predict the nature of bonds. With the help of electronegativity difference between two atoms A and B, we can predict whether A-B bond would be polar, non-polar covalent bond or ionic bond. If electronegativity of B minus electronegativity of A is equal to 0, that means either the atoms A and B are of if different have almost similar negativity values, but bond is non-polar covalent bond. When the electronegativity difference is relatively small, the bond formed between the atom is polar covalent bond, and when the difference is very large, complete transfer of an electron from atom A to atom B takes place and the resulting bond between the atom is purely ionic. The percent ionic character present in the polar covalent bond can be calculated. For a polar covalent molecule, Pauling has correlated the percent ionic character of a covalent bond with the electronegativity difference between the combining atom, as is given below. Electronegativity difference of B minus A if is equal to 0.6, then percent ionic character is 9. If 1.0, then percent ionic character is 22. If 1.7, then percent ionic character is 51, and so on. He used the equation amount of ionic character in AB bond. Further, Haney and Smith gave the following equation to calculate the ionic character. Ionic character in AB bond is equal to 16 into electronegativity of B minus electronegativity of A plus 3.5 into electronegativity of B minus electronegativity of A का whole square percent. Second, to calculate the bond length. In a heterodiatomic molecule of AB type, the bond length DAB can be calculated provided the molecule has ionic character and the value of atomic radii RA and RB as well as the electronegativities of A and B are known. This can be done by using the Shoemaker and Stephenson equation. Third one is to predict the trends in acid and base character. The acidic character of the oxide has been found to increase from left to right along a period because of decreasing Xa minus Xb values. This is the table shown the values. The acidic character of hydrides of the element of the same period goes on increases from left to right across a period. For example, the acidic nature of CH4NH3, H2O and HF molecules, the hydrides of the element of second period, increases in the order CH4 less than NH3 less than H2O less than HF because of the increasing electronegativity of the central atom and increasing electronegativity difference between the central atom and hydrogen atom, that is electronegativity of central atom minus electronegativity of H atom. Third is the acidic character of oxy acids of the element of the same group and in the same oxidation state. Example, HClO4, HbRO4 and HiO4 decreases as the electronegativity of central halogen atom decreases as we move down the group from chlorine to iodine. Fourth is to explain the diagonal relationship. It has been found that the elements of second period of the periodic table showed similarities in properties with the elements lying diagonally opposite on right hand side in the third period. This property is called a diagonal relationship. This similarity in properties can be explained by various facts, and one of them is the concept of electronegativity. The electronegativity of the diagonally opposite elements are almost the same and hence shows similar property. So this is the chapter periodic properties of inorganic chemistry. Thank you.